Hello and welcome to Quilt Addicts Anonymous. I'm Stephanie Soebbing. We've got some brand new products to show you guys today that have just arrived. We've got some fabulous new collections on yardage as well as some pre-cuts and wide backs from some of your favorite designers. Let's take a peek and see what is just arrived. So this collection is the reason for my shirt choice today. We've got some new Kaffe in. We actually got this just before Christmas, but we did not have time to do a new product video, so a good chunk of it is gone, probably at least half, but we want to show it to you guys because we haven't had a chance to do that yet. But every time we have a new Kaffe, I feel like I have to put on the tunic that I made from the Tunic Bible. It's got some Allison glass mariner's cloth for the body, and then the placket is this lovely fuzzy cut Kaffe. So really fun to work with, both for garments and for your regular everyday quilts. So let's take a peek. So this is the August 2021 release, and obviously, you know, it came out a little bit later in August. Everything is coming out a little bit later than they say it's going to be. This is the bright. They always do two colorways, although lately they've been doing a third as well. I believe the third one is all gone. It was called Contrary, but we're going to take a peek at this one. So we have got, I'm surprised we don't have strip rolls. We might have strip rolls, I just may not have them here, or they could all be gone already too, but typically I order those as well. Check the links below and you'll be able to see if we have it or not. But we've got some fat quarter bundles and some 5 and 10 inch charm packs. But Kaffe is always so fun. Let's take a peek at what's going on here. Of course, we have our giant flowers. Can't have Kaffe without some flowers. And this one's really cool. It's like not letters, but I don't know. It just looks like some primitive form of writing. It's really cool. It's just a 2-color one that would make a great basic. Then we have a fruit with some really wild colors. More wild flowers and colors. Here's that basic writing looking script again. And some fish. I think these are a new print from the Kaffe Facet design team. They're really fun. Really, really fun. This one we have to look at big. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that color contrast. Kaffe always uses colors in a way that I would not pick to use color. Like I would not put this purple with this yellow, but it always looks fantastic when it's together. This one's kind of fun too. Just little feathers. They're really pretty. Some more orange. Nice big floral there. There's that fruit again. Oh, this one I gotta unfold. It's so big and so pretty. Oh, look at that. That is so much fun. That actually matches perfectly with my entire ensemble. Some more feathers, this time with kind of a red background. Got a little bit of green coming up here for the bright. This one I believe is an older print that they recolored. I think I've seen this one before, but it's always fun to see how they reimagine it. More fish, this time with that green background. And now I love how, like that is a black background, but though this is not a dark fabric. It has dark elements, but it is definitely goes with the brights. Oh, and one more we gotta look at big. Oh, that's fun. That's a lot of color. All right, that is pretty. This is our bright collection. Again, we've got it in the fat quarters. We have it in the 5 and the 10 inch charms. We may have some strip rolls that I just didn't get brought over to my section for the live video, or they may be already sold out. I don't know. But typically once we have Kaffe in a video, it goes. We just put it in an email. Until now, we haven't done a video, but we know you guys love Kaffe. I mean, it's hard not to. But we have a lot of patterns. We've often worked with the Free Spirit design team when new Kaffe comes out to sort of remake it in our patterns, because our patterns work very well in Kaffe because we use a lot of color in our designs. So make sure you check out all the patterns that we have available. There's some pre-cut friendly ones. There's a lot of fat quarter friendly ones. So you can find something that this will look fantastic with. All right, next up we have the dark Kaffe. So this is going to be a lot of the same prints, but in totally different colorways. So let's take a peek. We have this one in a 5 inch charm pack and the fat quarter. And I don't know about the strip rolls. We maybe had them and sold them. I just don't know. I think at one point we did have them, but just check the email, check the links below and you'll see if we've got it. Oh, that fish is so cute in this one. That is fun. This one is a big, big floral. The way they had it folded, it almost didn't look like it belonged, but once you open it up, you can see all that purple. I love this combo of the purple with the lime. It's just really fun. I've done purple and green before, but not purple and lime. This fish is also fun. Look at the feathers in this one. Almost looks like neon. It's so cool. Oh, that one is fun. This is just so cute. It just looks so fun. So again, we've got the charm packs. We have these. We actually have a pattern that uses 2 charm packs. It's called Charm Squared. So you could get 1 of each colorway and then just get 1 neutral for your background and just have a cave bonanza to celebrate the entire collection release. That would be really fun. All right, so let's move on. We've got some more goodies from Free Spirit to take a look at. We have a bunch of new stuff from Tim Holtz. You guys went nuts for Tim Holtz when we had a patchwork pillow of him. I think it sold out in like a day when we had that kit. So the kit itself is gone, but we have yardage of all of these collections, so you could easily recreate your own patchwork pillow, put your own spin on it. So we'll make sure to link to the pattern. It's free. It comes with a very long video tutorial that shows you absolutely everything you need. And then you can have some fun creating your own kit from here. Let's take a look at the first one. It's called Eclectic Elements. All right, so this is the monochrome fat quarter bundle. So this one is all, as you can see, monochromatic. It's very black and white. So if you've been looking for a black and white quilt, this is a good one for you to take a look at. You might find something really fun and fabulous in here. Let's take a look at the fabrics and see what we have to work with here. This one is really fun. When I think of Tim Holtz, I think of like old newsprint and just reusing those designs and the typography and just layering it to create art. And this definitely goes with that. You could use this absolutely as a background, or if you were doing a low volume quilt, this is a great collection to have. This one's fun. It's all times tables. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. And they're just all over on some graph paper. It's kind of fun. I think it's really cute. Cute's the wrong word. Let's be honest. This is not cute. It is sophisticated in an artsy way. It's very fun. My daughter would love this, and as well as an entomology friend of mine who is also a quilter. It is all just sketches of butterflies and moths and line art. It's so cool. It looks like an old historic textbook or something. Then we've got some nice stars. This would also make a great background. This one is also very neat. It is the line drawings and instruction sheets, like plans for a old plane. It looks like one that like the Wright brothers might have flown. It's very cool. All right, we have got a map here, and it looks like it is the world map. We've got the United States. It does not look like it's the scale here. And yes, the Pacific Ocean is on the wrong side of the United States, but it is still really cool. It is fun, even if it is not actually accurate of where anything is. It is a cool layering technique. All right, my garment sewers are gonna love this one. It has instructions on how to make a shirt with a collar. It is very neat, very fun. This is actually the fabric that we use for our piping for the pillow when we put our kits together. So we have a little bit left of this, plus whatever you can get in the fat quarter bundle. Any graphic designers or fans of typography will enjoy this. It is just all different letters of the alphabet in different typographies, and it's really kind of fun. This one's very like circle bubbly. And then we have, they all look historic. They all look like something that you might have gotten on an old printing press. This one is very neat. This just looks like cool wood grain. It's so fun. And it just, this weathered like ashy look. It is very, very neat. This one looks like an old tile floor pattern to me. I don't know. I've been stalking Zillow looking for potential houses maybe this summer, even though none will be available when it's time for me to move. But this looks like a lot of the tile in the historic bathrooms that I see. To me, this looks like train times, like when you're in a train station and you see where everything is going and whether if it's on time or not. This is really fun. I think this is a really cool print. I love the block lettering. And last but not least, we also have block numbers, and they are in order. So if you want to do some art quilting with this, this could be really fun and something you could potentially use. They aren't, I mean, it looks like they all are supposed to be the same size, but they're not like perfect. Like the lines in between them are not like fine lines. There's like some hand-drawn quality to it, as if maybe they created the numbers and then like layered it over. It's really cool. It's really a cool effect. All right, so here we have it. We have the Tim Holtz Eclectic Elements. It is a really, really fun quilt to have. This one would just be, I mean, if you're looking for modern neutrals, this is it. It's really a great option. And when you combine it with the Worn Croc, which we showed in an earlier video, this is like perfect like man quilt territory, all of this stuff, by the way. Like if you're looking for fabric to make for that special guy in your life, your dad, your husband, your son, like this is as manly as we're going to get in terms of what we bring in and what I typically see as far as modern quilting fabric goes. But if you want to make that pillow, the patchwork pillow, you can pick and choose from this collection and from this collection to recreate that look, and you absolutely can do it. You can have some fun with it. Some of these fabrics, like this green one here within the original pillow, this is what we use for our binding, and you can absolutely have some fun fussy cutting to get some goodies in there, and this would be absolutely fantastic. All right, I'm gonna get this cleared away because the next one we have is also Tim Holtz, but look at how like fun this is. And we're still kind of in man quilt territory for some of these, but I would say like this whole section here is like for the ladies. So let's take a peek and take a look at this one. This collection here is also Eclectic Elements. So basically this is Alchemy. Is this one. This is the Bright and Bold, and this one is the Monochrome. It's all from the same collection, so if you want the whole thing, you're going to want to get the light and the Bright and Bold, which we're going to take a peek at next. All right, so all of these kind of have the same mottled look to them, but they're going to have a little bit different colorway to them. But I'm going to pull out one of the ones that has multiple colors in it, so you can kind of get a look and feel for what these are going to look like. So this is just really pretty. It just looks like water stains, like if you were playing with watercolor and the colors just kind of melded together and you had your drips. Like this is just really, really pretty. So fabrics like this are great to have in your collection as basics and neutrals. So what you're going to do is you're going to have these, and you're going to have ones like the Worn Croc that I showed you earlier that you can use to make other fabrics pop. So you want to have fabrics that are like your big K fabrics that are just going to like pop and steal the show, you know, like this one. But then you need fabrics that are more subdued and don't have as much going on, so that way your big flower can pop. So this is an example of one that would do that. So if I took this one and I paired it with my cave, that's going to make this flower seem more effective in however I use it in the quilt if I have a fabric like this. So this is a collection that is just good to get and have in your stash for that moment when you need it to help make your focal prints pop. Kaffe does not really do like calming ones like this. There's a couple that you could argue work, but a lot of times you have to find them from elsewhere, and Free Spirit has a lot of designers that are capable of doing that for you. All right, so let's just go in color order. This was the one we just saw. Then we've got a little bit more medium blue and a darker blue. This one reminds me of like the ocean with the dark seas. Then we have a very dark purple, indigo. This one's fun. I'm going to open this one up because this one has a couple of different colors in it as well. I mean, that is pretty. That is really, really pretty. Like you don't really get the full effect of it unless you pull it out like that. But it also works, you know, if you cut up little bits of it, you're going to get like the idea of that color. There'll just be some nice variation in it to give you some texture. Got a nice magenta. This one is fun. If you were doing a sunset quilt, like this has got to be in it. Look at that. Oh man, looks fabulous. We have a nice yellow. And lastly, we're going to finish up with a black. I feel like this one is going to go fast, as it should, as this is a fabulous black fabric. Just fabulous. You got to have this one in your stash. All right, so we have not one, but 3 different fat quarter bundles of Tim Holtz right now. So grab it. It's super fun. It is just, it's gorgeous. Like you cannot go wrong with this fabric. You have it and you wait until it tells you what it would like to be when it would grow up. And it is going to make whatever you pair it with just look absolutely fantastic. If you pick up Kaffe, if you're a Kaffe collector, grab some of this because it is going to look great with Kaffe. I mean, let's pull like any of these. Like here's a fish print. I mean, look at it with those prints. That's just absolutely fantastic. Or on the other side, if we went to the opposite end of the color wheel, it's also going to make it pop because we've got some blue in there and it really stands out against that orange. So lots of real fun ways that you could use this and just make your favorite prints pop. So to recap, Kaffe pre-cuts, lots of Tim Holtz on pre-cuts. We've cut some fat quarters for you as well as yardage. And we got more wide backs. You guys have really been enjoying them. So to tell you guys, because not everyone's used to working with wide backs, let's say that you have a queen size quilt that's 96 inches square. Well, you could get 9 yards of backing fabric to the tune of about $12 or more a yard because prices are going up. And that's a lot of money. Or you can get 3 yards of 108-inch wide backing fabric, and that's going to give you enough to have 10 plus inches on all sides of that quilt. So it is really a great bargain because even though it costs more per yard, you need less of it in terms of there's just less fabric waste. You're not going to have a bunch hanging off on the sides because you end up with 120 inches of width instead of, you know, the 108 that you actually need. So it's way more cost effective. You usually end up saving, it used to be like 30 or 40 bucks a quilt. I'm not positive with the price changes what that is now, but it's going to save you money when it comes to quilting. And you don't have to piece any backs, which is fabulous. You're just going to have a nice flat back, so you're not going to have any issues where things are going to, you know, get ruffled up because it didn't piece as flat as it should have. And let me tell you, that even happens to me, and I do this professionally all day, every day. Also, Free Spirits have this like sateen quality to them, and they are just so soft and silky to touch. They just feel great against your skin. So when you're snuggling up underneath it, absolutely perfect. So for most laps and twins, 2 yards will be plenty. Basically up to 62 inches of width, you can get 2 yards and you'll be fine. And then you'll have some leftover extra that you could use to piece together maybe and do another project or save it for whatever. I mean, it feels so good. I feel like you could even do like a garment out of it because it's bigger scale too. But it's meant for your quilt backs and it's just so fun. So this one is some of the backing that was from Tula's line work, and this sold out so fast, like twice for us. And it's so fun. It's so beautiful. It is her actual line drawings of the animals that ended up being parts of her fabrics. And you can see like what she's going to call it. Like this one's called Read Between the Lines, and it's a zebra. And so she draws it right on graph paper, so she knows like what the size is going to be, how the repeat is going to work. So like here you can see what the repeat is. So she's drawn this out. She's got her arcs, and you can see that this here is going to fit in right here. So the line work line in general was super cool because you kind of got to peek inside the brain of Tula, which who wouldn't want to do that? I mean, she's just a creative genius when it comes to fabric design. But this backing is just absolutely fantastic. So if you're a Tula fan, go grab yourself 3 yards of this and you will have a quilt back. You know you will someday that you can use this with, and it just will be so much fun. All right, so this next one was from Pinkerville, and I'm trying to see if I unfold it, if there are dragons in this one, or if it's just like that cool watercolor looking one. Yep, this is just a cool watercolor looking one. So this one is so fun, and the great thing about Tula is while she changes her colors up from collection to collection, all Tula works with all Tula. So it doesn't matter if you didn't get Pinkerville. This quilt backing will work with some Tula quilt that you have, and it will look absolutely fantastic, and it will be really fun. This one is definitely more of that purple texture, but we also have some nice glacier in here. It is so fun, so pretty. And I've worked with this a lot because we partnered with Free Spirit on multiple occasions where they, will design something digitally that they can use to help market their fabric with. And then when the time comes and there is actual fabric, they'll send it to me to actually be created in real life. And then we're able to share those. And sometimes shops will have them. Sometimes they've been up at market. But I have worked with this and my long armor has worked for this. And it is so soft and lovely to quilt with. It is so fun. So highly recommend. All right, so this is that same print, but in the color Cotton Candy. So if you are more along the pink lines, then this is the one for you. It is really cute. I'm like tempted to just get myself a couple 3-yard chunks just to have, because I have a hoard of Tula Pink collection in my own stash that I just haven't gotten a chance to use. And it would be really fun to just have some of this on hand to work with. We've had these in stock before, but we got a restock of a couple of Kaffe backings. The restock situation is sometimes a little strange. Sometimes it just takes a long time with everything that's going on in the world, and there still are significant sometimes fabric delays in getting things. But we're fortunate enough to have it right now. So if you are a Kaffe fan, pick yourself up 2 yards for a lap, 3 yards for a queen, and use this for your next back. It's really fun. And this one, whenever we have it, always goes really fast because while it's Kaffe, and it's the onion rings one, it is very bold and graphic in black and white. So it works for a lot of things, even if it's not Kaffe. So this is a great one to, again, just have in your stash, fold that up, wait for the time to use it, and it will be fantastic. I totally forgot to mention, but the eclectic elements from Tim Holtz, that really bright part of it, that is what you see behind me. And we just need to take a minute to admire it. It is just absolutely fantastic. That one needs to be in your stash. That one, even if you don't have a use for it now, I promise it will go perfectly with something later. So that's a good one to grab the fat quarter bundle of, and then you've got that fabric when you just need that perfect blue to complement your fabric. All right, well, thank you so much for taking some time to take a peek at the new fabric goodies that we have here. We have other 108s too. We've got a couple of 108s left from Tula's latest line, so you can check those out as well. It's just so much easier to do a back with that. There's no piecing involved, and it just feels so lovely. Like you have to feel it. You have to feel it. It just feels so silky smooth because it's that sateen, and that thread count is just really high. It's just really lovely to work with. So grab yourself some Kaffe, grab yourself some Tim Holtz, get yourself some 108 backing. Enjoy the Free Spirit goodness. They always come up with such great things, and it is my pleasure to share all of it with you guys today. All right, we will be back next week with some more free motion quilting tutorials, so make sure you are checking that out. It is a 100% free to watch course, but if you want to follow along, we do have a pattern that you can get to go with it, and hopefully we will have some word on restocks for kits. You guys all got that a lot faster than I thought you would. I thought it would take the entire series to sell out of them, and you bought them all before we put out our first tutorial. So thank you for that big surprise. But we're trying to get some more available for you guys, and I should have some word really soon. I'm just waiting to hear on a shipping notification so that you guys aren't waiting forever and wondering what's up. So that is our plan for now, and hopefully we'll be bringing you some more kits for that. But in the meantime, we have other goodies that you can have some fun with. I feel like you could, if you really wanted to, you could do your free motion class with some of that Tim Holtz stuff. That would be fun. Maybe don't do that the first time around because you might not be fantastic the first time you go. Like, do it with some solids and the lesser expensive stuff, and save that for when you're like, you got this. But that would make a really fun free motion quilt as well. So anyway, go check out all the goodies. We've got the What's New section on the website linked below, as well as links to all the stuff that we featured in this video. Check out the pillow pattern, the patchwork pillow, because some of this Tim Holtz stuff would look fabulous in it. You can make up your own kit and use your imagination and make it work for you. All right, that's enough of me jabbering. You go sew, and until next time, happy quilting.